Ever feel like you're just drowning in compliance paperwork? Well, today's deep dive is all about a system that promises to not just keep you afloat, but actually give you like a really clear view of the whole compliance landscape.
Right.
We're diving into some serious technical specs,
Yeah.
database designs, you name it. But trust me, the way the system is put together is fascinating.
What's really intriguing is how this system kind of flips the script on compliance instead of being reactive, like scrambling for documents during an audit. It actually helps you be more proactive and like understand your company's risk profile in real time.
Okay, so less fire drill, more strategic planning. I like the sound of that. But first, let's get the lay of the land. What's the big picture here?
So this system is all about managing compliance for all these different business processes. And it really breaks things down to three core components: processes, controls, and samples.
Processes, controls, samples. Okay, I'm following so far. Break it down for me. How do these pieces all fit together?
Think of it this way. Processes are those high-level business activities, the things your company does every day. Controls are the specific steps you take to make sure those activities are done correctly and according to regulations. Yeah. And then samples are essentially tests to see if those controls are actually working as intended.
So it's like a chain reaction. Processes set the stage, controls are the safeguards, and samples provide the proof in the pudding.
Right.
Let's start with processes. From what I'm seeing in these database designs, they're capturing a lot of detail for each process.
Absolutely. And they're not just documenting the what of each process, but also the who, who's responsible, and even the why, like the justification for each process. Plus, they've built in this whole system to make sure the documentation is constantly being reviewed and updated.
So no more dusty binders on a shelf somewhere. Everything is actively maintained. That's a huge win already.
Right? And here's where it gets clever. The system doesn't just look at each process in isolation. It also considers the status of all the controls associated with that process.
Wait, so if one control is failing, the whole process is flagged? That makes a lot of sense. Nothing slips through the cracks.
Exactly.
Okay, let's talk about controls. I'm noticing they have a really structured control number system.
Yes, that unique numbering system makes it instantly clear which process a control belongs to. But what's really impressive is how they've integrated all these different risk assessment frameworks. Things like what could go wrong or risk of material misstatement.
Hold on, those acronyms, even for someone you know familiar with compliance, it's helpful to have a quick reminder. Can you break those down for us?
Of course, each of those frameworks, WCGW, ROM, RAW, PC, they analyze risk from a different angle. And by using several of them, the system helps you get a more complete picture of potential vulnerability.